bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Paulo Del Rosario.
And we bring you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Jet Manuel. And in tonight's game plan, we'll catch up with Coach George Pascua and ask his plans for the brand new PLDT home fiber high-speed hitters.
Now, more from the PLDT high-speed hitters. We'll talk to new additions Jules Samonte and Jessey De Leon. And we'll get the lowdown on the top players in the PBA 3x3 basketball as we look ahead to the next season. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. An ever-changing arena of opponents, a new team name, 11 new players. This is what newly minted PLDT head coach George Pascua has on his plate for 2022. Now leading the overhaul PLDT home fiber high-speed hitters, let's catch up with the seasoned mentor himself, Coach George. Welcome to the game.
Yes. Good evening. Thank you.
Good evening, Coach. Unang-una, salamat. Thank you very much for parking, staying safe, and taking time to talk to us. Congratulations muna for being part of this team. When you found out that you were going to have a brand new team, basically 11 new players, a chance to build a culture of your own, gaano ka excited, Coach?
Yun, excited and then challenging kasi yung form yung team namin. Siyempre, hindi siya ganun kadali kasi galing sila sa ibang team. So, yung system ko na natutunan nila sa ibang coaches. So, yun, yung adaptation, kailangan mabilis lang maka-adapt sa, and then yung adjustment pa rin sa system.
Hey, Coach, you talk about the adjustment, you talk about the adaptation, and of course, alam natin mahalaga yung mga player na have been there before. And you have 4 stays. You have 11 new players. Ano pahalaga yung 4 na yun para sa ipapasok mo sa sistema and adjustment?
Yun, siyempre, being experience-wise, meron na sila. Then meron na silang connection sa isa't isa kasi magkaka-unique na sila. So, minimal na lang yung i-adjust na.
Well, Coach, with the 11 new players that came in, syempre, chemistry is going to be an initial issue, how to build that, yung samahan na gusto nyo. What type of culture do you want to build within this team that, honestly, not a lot of people know kung ano may expect sa group na to?
Siyempre, yung expectation ng fans, ng management, yung PLDT, siyempre, me as a coach, gusto ko ilagay sila sa top. Siyempre, pero hindi ko madali sa process. So, may mga players naman kami na yung role na yun na para pumasok sa group. At the same time, yung hard training is nandun pa rin. Saka yung kailangan, for me kasi, ang training is build character. Kailangan sa training pa lang, ipakita mo na sa akin na talagang yun ang character mo sa laban.
Of course, coaching and I hear that of course with in the basketball side sa mga magagaling coach talaga yun yung tinitingnan.
Mm-hmm.
Yun nga, sorry, we lost coach for a little bit here.
Ayun. Nandiyan yata siya but Coach, could you hear us?
Yes.
Ayun. All right, perfect. All right, Jet, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, yun nga, tatanong ko lang na yun nga yung culture na ipapasok mo. And daming darating na player, 11 new players. Ano yung idea ng recruitment mo and yung mga players na pinasok mo sa team? And of course, may konting reunion ka rin para sa with other players that you coached before.
Tinignan namin siya by position. Kung saan sila mag-fit dun sa standard namin para i-achieve namin. So, yun. Pero yung mga dapat namin ina-eye, hindi namin sila na focus ko. May dalawang person na para mag-play na sila.
Coach, how hard was it recruiting for this particular off-season? Kasi parang dami naglilipat ng team eh. Parang yung grabing rigo doon sa PBL ngayon. How difficult was it to get the players that you wanted, Coach?
Ayun, sabi nga namin, before, walang nagka-tryout sa PLDT. So, ilan lang. No, may nag-tryout. Almost, siguro, 3 teams yung nag-tryout sa amin. So, good problem. Tawag nga namin din. Sobrang dami. Hindi namin alam. Siyempre, dahil limited lang yung slot namin, talagang pinag-aralan namin siya by character, by position, by experience, saka yung connection ng bawat player. Yung kasi yung chemistry kailangan kahit paano. Meron ng connection yun. Kumbaga nagsama na sila sa isang team sa liga. Para mas madali nilang adjustment para sa kanila.
And Coach, looking forward to the season. Lagyan natin ng konti excitement para sa itong na season yung. Meron ka namang naiisip na idea, ganitong kaaga pa lang na kombinasyon ng isang player na to or may kombinasyon ng ibang player na to para sa mga bago mong parang tools na sa team mo.
Yun nga, ang tanong ko nga sa kanila, ano ba yung gusto niyo matutunan first? Okay? And then second, siyempre, kailangan kung ano yung nakita nila before doon sa team nila, kailangan may something pag nasa PLDT kayo. Kumbaga, hindi lang kung ano yung nakikita sa inyo before, yung pa rin na nakikita yung nasa team. So, may changes na mangyayari. Kumbaga, ilalabas namin yung full potential nila, pero kailangan sila sa amin. Kumbaga, yung acceptance dapat, yung system ko, kailangan i-accept nila. Kasi nakikita ko, napakaganda ng potential ng mga players. Saka may height kami ngayon compared sa previous team ng
Coach, I'm not sure if you ever had a meeting with all of the players already or if you started working out. Pero a quote that you had recently was continuous study is a big deal for a coach, and it feels like you're even a different coach now going into this particular team, a better one, a wiser one. If you had a chance to talk to all of your players right now, kasi we're having 2 of them later anyway, ano mong sasabi mo sa kanila to get them ready for the next season?
Yun nga, yung unang sinabi ko sa kanila, yung commitment natin dapat ready sila dun sa yung acceptance ng program na binibigay namin sa kanila. At the same time, sabi nga sa kanila, kung matapang ka sa ensayo, matapang ka sa laro. So yun lang, kailangan paghirapan mo yung gusto mong mangyari. Kumbaga, dapat mo ma-achieve. Kailangan ikaw mismo sa sarili mo tatanggap na ito dapat ito. Kumbaga, yung dedikasyon kailangan na, yung willingness mo na matuto. Kasi volleyball continuous learning, hindi lang natatapos ito lang. Even sa mga coaches so nag-aaral din kami to improve yung namin, yung coaching skill natin sa volleyball. Ganun din yung mga coaches.
Coach George, maraming salamat for coming over, stopping by, and staying safe kasi we don't want you talking and driving. So mabuti na nakapark ka, Coach. Maraming salamat and we can't wait for the season to start.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, so after a break, more from the PLDT high-speed hitters. We'll talk to new additions Jules Samonte and Jessy De Leon. Stay tuned. You're watching the game. Hello to everyone watching us over on Facebook Live. Up next, si Jules Samonte and Jessy De Leon, new members of the PLDT High Speed Hitters, are coming on the show. Stay here for that. At syempre, this is the most titled show that we've had. What do I mean? Kasi we have engineer Jet Manuel and Arky Jessy De Leon on the show. So, alam mo, this is going, ibang level na to of intelligence, Jet eh.
Ay nako, Pao. As usual, guys, everyone listening, pinakamagaling na bolero talaga sa lahat na host is Paulo Del Rosario. So, yan talaga. But yeah, I'm excited to talk to them. I'm excited to find out what they're looking forward to in their teams, in their new teams now and as teammates. So we got to talk to the coach a while ago. Now we're gonna get to talk to the players.
Yes, Jules Samonte and Jessy De Leon up next. Stay here.
And welcome back to the game. Just last night, we had on our show 2 players from the PLDT high-speed hitters, veteran Rhea Di Maculangan and new addition Mika Reyes. But the movements do not stop there for the rejuvenated squad. A couple of names to note: Jules Samonte, Jessy De Leon, Bel Palomata, Jovi Prado, and many more talents join the squad as we anticipate another exciting PVL conference. And tonight, we are joined by 2 of their new key additions, Jules Samonte and Jessy De Leon. Ladies, welcome to the game.
Hi. Thank you for having us.
Ayun, good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight again. Maybe start with Jules, no. Right off the bat, this whole recruitment process and joining and choosing a new team. What made you choose PLDT specifically?
Well, yun nga, di ba, Perlas got disbanded, unfortunately. So, I didn't really know which team I would be able to join kasi di ba, everyone's been looking for teams and lahat nagmo-move. So, I didn't know which slots were available. And thankfully, Sir Beji from our PLDT manager reached out to me and asked if I wanted to join. So, yeah. And I'm just really grateful to be able to be part of this team.
Yeah, again, grabe yung mga pangalan na kasama ngayon sa PLDT. Jessy, your situation's a bit different. In fact, this move, we were talking a bit off the air, it signifies change for you in so many ways. Can you tell us about yung proseso na yun for you and how you ended up with PLDT?
Well, for me kasi, malaking factor for me was to be part of to join a new team since I wanted a new environment to learn more. Kasi diba, like, if we join, I mean, kapag bagong team, syempre bagong coaches and bagong teammates. So, it's a great opportunity for me to learn more from not only sa coaches but also sa maging mga bago kong teammates.
Yeah, perfect, Jessy. But to follow up on that, I'm pretty sure as an athlete, hindi ka excited sa mahirap na training. But joining other players and learning from them, do you have any specific player na mas excited ka talagang to learn from in coming your new team?
Sa teammates ko, I'm very excited actually to play with my best friend, which is Mika Reyes, because ang last na naging teammate ko siya was nung high school kami. So this time, we gained like a lot of experiences na. So it's really nice to actually share our experiences, yung mga past experiences namin, and ma-share namin yung knowledge namin sa volleyball together this time sa same side ng court.
All right, Jules, let's talk between the people who don't have a title here. Hindi tayo engineer or architect, so tayo lang muna. Pero Jules, yung team na to, we already saw the lineup and it's stacked, and a lot of people are wondering how the chemistry will build up. But then, are there any particular names there that you're excited to be teammates with for the first time or excited to have a reunion with?
Actually, like Ate Jessie, I'm super excited to be teammates with Ate Mika because she was one of the very few idols. I mean, not very few, but then one of the first few idols when I was in high school. So, syempre, di din kami nag-abot ng college ako. And it's just a dream na to be able to play with her and alongside her. And of course, syempre, I'm also excited to play with all the other ates kasi, I've been watching them play and naging kalaban ko din sila, and I just want to be able to learn and grow with them as a team.
Nako, Jessy, so Jules is excited to play with Mika, one of your best friends. What can you say about her to Jules para it won't be a surprise when they finally meet up and link up on the floor?
Well, I guess, yung difference lang niya kapag kalaban mo siya. Kasi diba pag kalaban mo siya, parang maangas siya, ganyan. Pero yung difference kapag kasama mo siya, magaan siya sa court. So, iba rin yung leadership ni Mika, leading the team through kung paano siya gumalaw sa court and yung vibe niya sa court. So, yun yung i-expect ni Jules kapag naging teammate mo siya. She's very positive and always palaban.
Yeah, perfect. But going back to Jules, Jules, you talked about the teammates and being excited to be teammates with Mika. But how excited? Huwag ka mag-alala, I don't think coach is watching. How excited or maybe scared are you going and joining Coach George Pascua now?
Oh, I'm just really excited to learn from him kasi syempre new system, di ba? So, I'm excited to train and learn his program and his system and yeah, what he can offer to me and what he can share with me to help me grow as a player.
And Jesse, can we assume the same from you? Syempre, with this whole new system, it's a chance for Coach George to really come up with a new culture for yung grupo na to.
Yeah, actually, I'm very excited also kasi first time ko rin na maging coach rin si Coach George. And since he's a middle blocker, so same kami ng position, I'm very excited to learn parang specifically dun sa position ko. Also, his system kasi I've been with yung system sa Lasal, so which is Coach Arnold and then UST. So this time, it's new for me kasi parang system ng FEU. So, kaya excited rin ako actually sa ituturo niya sa team namin.
Jesse, you mentioned kanina na you moved, an important factor for you was joining another team or a fresh team. What's your mindset na, stepping on that first practice floor along with your new teammates na halos lahat bago and then a new coach pa, new culture. What's your mindset and how do you take that as a player yourself?
Well, ako yung mindset ko naman talaga is I always want to learn something new every day. So kahit na maliliit lang yan na bagay, very excited ako. So nung pagpasok ko sa parang first time na magkakasama rin kami, um, sobrang, well, yun nga, sobrang natutuwa ako kasi first time ko nga sila nakasama. And then yung galaw ng mga teammates mo, parang syempre diba, parang nung first day mo rin makikita. Natutuwa ako kasi lahat sila very eager to learn and then nag-reach out kahit bago pa lang kami nagkakasama, nag-reach out naman lahat sa isa't isa. So, yun, yung mindset ko lang was, lagi akong excited lang and very open to new lessons and to new bagong ituturo sa amin nila coach and ng teammates ko. Ayun.
Jules, how excited should the PLDT fans be with the lineup, with the whole setup, and basically with everything coming to place right now para sa grupo na to?
Well, all I can say is that y'all should be really excited because we're gonna be there and we're just gonna give our all in the upcoming games, starting in training.
Of course, it feels that that's exactly what Jesse would say as well. And girls, thank you very much for joining us here on the show. It's been a lot of fun. We wish we could have had you longer. And sana next time sabay na lang kayo with Coach so we can talk about each other, no, and then see how that works out. But again, thank you very much. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we can't wait to see you on the floor again.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Now, after the break, San Miguel Beerman's Bakon Austria joins us to break down his top PBA 3x3 players in the league. Stay tuned. You're watching the game. watching the game. I'm Paulo De Rosario. Now, after the successful inaugural season of the PBA Lakas ng Tatlo 3x3 tournament, let's take a look at the exciting top players straight from San Miguel Beerman and former Blue Eagle, Bacon, Austria. Bax, welcome to the game.
Hello, good evening.
Yun.
Yan yung gusto ko eh. Ito yung pinaka-camera ready guest natin. Kitang-kita pa yung mic eh. O sarap, like halatang streamer eh. Okay, before we begin here, Bax, can you describe yung experience mo sa 3x3? Kasi grabe yung the physical play inside. In fact, we saw, I think, kailangan mo ng stitches at one point, no? After you were hit in the face, I think. Tama ba?
I was hit sa, playoffs for quarters. Sabi ko hindi na lang kasi I was hoping na makalaro pa ako sa next. Pero it was bleeding for like mga 4 hours. Sobrang physical ng laro. Tapos nagka-concussion ako actually. So I was in 5-day concussion protocol. Kasi the next day sobrang hilong-hilo ako. So I had to sit out for 5 days and miss a leg. Pero it was fun naman. Yung physicality, nakaka-miss yung competition. And ayan, maybe that game. Kasi si Reverente yun eh. Pero accident naman. So
hindi yun. Hindi yun kasi nasa Araneta yung picture na yun eh. Sa nangyari. Nalala ko. Nakungkas ka nga.
Yeah. Talagang sobra. Pero yeah, part of the game. Masaya naman.
Yun yung gusto ko talagang marinig from Bax, and that's why we love him on the show. But, with your experience and playing against these guys, you actually have, or we asked you to give a list of your top players for the 3x3. So let's start with your number 1 pick. Jeff.
No order to in no order.
Yeah,
no order. Oh.
Your first pick, Jeff Manday. Why him? Why would you choose him as one of the best players in 3x3?
I think hindi naman bias dahil teammate ko, pero he was parang no one was talking about him before it started. Parang sinasabi ko lang sa mga nag-i-interview sa amin na Terence Romeo to ng 3x3, even yung media day. Because I knew the kid was bata na kasi, kinukuya na ako ng mga to, medyo matanda na tayo. So sinasabi ko na I saw the potential of the kid. So talagang ginaguide namin, and grabe, super scorer. Like yung mga tira niya pang NBA. I think Paolo was watching and calling some of the games. Grabe yung bata. Iba yung talent.
No, yeah, I agree. Si Jeff Manday, grabe yung shiftiness niya. I think it's a great comparison na Terence Romeo. And syempre, he came out of nowhere, at least to yung for all the fans out there. So he's one of the most entertaining guys to watch. Yeah. The next one naman is a guy na kakuya natin, around our age. Tonino Gonzaga of the Meralco Bulls. But si Tonino?
Si Tonino kasi I think he was actually one of the top guys talaga before he got injured and missed the last 2 legs ng the last leg in the grand finals. He was the energy guy, offense, defense. Nandun siya sa scoring and nandun rin siya sa defense na top defenders for me. Hindi dahil one of my closest friends, pero I think everyone knew na he was a difference maker for Meralco. And I think if he played in the grand finals, siguro umabot sila ng finals or maganda yung match-up nila. He was the difference maker.
Yeah, I loved Tonino. I loved watching him play. Teammate mo nga siya before, and he had a different role in 5-on-5, and then now parang nakita natin these types of players really blossom in the 3x3, and Tonino's I think spearheaded that whole category of it. But we go to the top scorer naman of your next pick, the top scorer of 3x3 of the league, and we recently had him on the show, si ALMOND VOSOTROS from TNT. What made him so special for you?
For me, number 1 top scorer. Tapos iba like hindi ko alam paano niya na-shoot yung mga ibang tira eh. Ang hirap ng mga tira niya minsan. Meron siyang game against Pure Foods. He just went off. Parang bato lang ng bato na parang sabi ko bad shot pero 3 sunod-sunod na shoot. So, ang hirap bantayan dahil shifty, tapos deceiving, he's small, pero he finds ways to score and carry his team.
Yeah, si Amon Vosotros, at one point ako lang ng boses dahil sa kanya because of yung mga long-range bombs niya. Of course, up next, we have a player that ako personally, I didn't think that he would adjust well to yung 3x3, but he did very well. Ito si Joseph ERIOBU ng Pure Foods TJ Titans. He has been one of the better all-around players dito sa liga natin, and box your scouting report kay Joseph?
Si Joseph kasi, yung motor niya dire-diretso rin eh. When he gets it going, tuloy-tuloy. And ang nagustuhan ko sa kanya sa 3x3, to be honest, at first, hindi ko alam na yung shooting niya. Like, he can shoot like consistently from the 3 points. Because alam ko, he's gonna yung mga power moves sa loob. Pero what surprised me is like his 3-point shooting. He was making shots. Game 1 pa lang, sila may first game ng 3x3 Pure Foods Limitless ata. Nagulat ako, he was making it. Sabi ko, chamba ba or hindi? But he was making shots the whole tournament. Tapos sa loob, pag na-seal ka na and umatake, talagang hindi tumitigil. So, and I think he's one of the top scorers siguro, top 5 siguro.
Yeah,
so,
yes.
He's hard to stop. Inside, outside na yung game na he evolved rin eh. So, ang hirap bantayan.
And you have ERIOBU, and I think last but not the least, of course, the biggest of your picks, the big Brandon Rosser from the Grand Champion team, the Limitless App Masters. I mean, I think he had the most highlight dunks in the tournament. So why for you is he a key piece in a team like this?
I think he was the game changer, the championship maker talaga ng Limitless. There are games na yung top scorer would be Kaduyak, would be some of his teammates, pero siya yung game changer. I think if wala si Brandon, mahirapan yung Limitless. Grabe rin yung niya, how he evolved sa tournament. Kasi they started, they have 0 wins nung first leg.
Yeah.
Then they won ata the last 3. So, buti nga, mga nakadalawang iwas ako, kundi na-poster ako mga 2 or 3 times dahil wala unstoppable. And the last few games, he was playing offense and defense like all out na. I think the first 2 legs, he was adjusting. Pero when he got it, he was unstoppable inside. And hindi siya super demanding and hindi siya nagagalit sa team siya pag hindi siya napasahan sa post. Because yung mismatch, walang makabantay height-wise, walang makamatch up sa kanya eh. And he can bring you out, he can post you up. He was making threes every now and then. He was basically unstoppable. Kung sa kanya nga lang siguro every time, I think no one could stop him at first leg.
Yeah, grabe. Yeah, I have to agree with that. Championship maker talaga for that team. Of course, everyone else on that Limitless team, it felt like they blossomed at the right time and got those wins. Pero Bax, with no explanation here, if you were to put up a team with the guys that you had here, sino yung starting 3 mo?
Siguro I'll put in Brandon. I'll put in Tonino. And maybe Vosotros or Manday. Kasi 4 yung team eh. So, those 2. Kasi si Brandon and ERIOBU kind of plays the same.
Yeah.
Gets parang smaller version si ERIOBU. Though, grabe sila pareho. Talagang hirap
you put them together, medyo unstoppable na yan eh. Bax, again, thank you very much for joining us here. I think this is your second or third time on the show. I think and I think we should have you here more often kasi ready talaga Jet, no? I mean, like Jet, I think that you should be scared. You can take your job yata eh.
I need the same mic. I need the same mic with the fur.
Oh, you need the same mic. We'll help you with that. Bax, salamat ulit. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, at this point, we'd like to take this time to send our thoughts and prayers to the family and loved ones of Leo Francisco Carpio. He was our hardworking floor director here on the game. He recently just passed away at the age of 39. He'll be sorely missed by everyone here and everyone who knew him. Maraming salamat, Kuya Leo.
And thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jet Manuel.
Catch us weeknights here on One News, One Sports, and One Sports Plus. I'm Paulo De Rosario, and this has been The Game.